Hello. I'll put on a timer for half an hour.
Oh yeah, I normally do that on here. It's a bit late now.
I'll do it for 28 minutes.
What the fuck is Jim doing?
Jim, what are you doing? Jim, don't you know we've got a podcast to do? Jim, you're going to kick the desk over. Sometimes that boy doesn't know his own strength.
He's powerful.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Bring
As you
back
can
the
see,
cast here.
We have a new member joining us today.
Yee.
Would you like to introduce yourself? What character?
Hello, everybody.
Hey, it's Pickle Rick.
No, that's cringy.
No, that's not funny.
Hey, it's Pickle Rick.
That's still not funny.
James thinks this is funny.
Do it one more time.
Hey, it's Archer.
Hey, I'm Archer Rick. So thanks for inviting me on.
So, for real though, this time, like actually, who's on the cast?
We got
James. We're in
Today.
order that James, Jim, Ruben, Ronald.
Today we have an angry James. We have a strong Jim.
What's new?
What am I? I can't introduce myself. What character am I today?
You're Ruben.
Which Ruben though?
There's no other Ruben.
Ruben from The Apprentice, season 3.
No, it's got to be
Okay.
alliteration. So James is Judge James.
You're
I would be the
Judge
best
Jamie.
I'm Judge Jamie.
What, a judge from Judge Dredd?
You're
Yes. Because do you
Rebel
know who I'd
Ruben.
kill? The man who stabbed the Shetland pony to death, I'd kill him. Back of the
Angry
head,
Alex?
fucking bang. Cunt.
what pony?
Angry Alex.
No,
I said.
Ronald.
Angry. Okay, Rebel Ronald.
I'm a rebel.
So we've only come up with 2 kinds of characters.
We're judging the rebels.
Rambunctious Ronald?
That sounds like a roleplay to me. James, what do you think? Roleplay?
James, can you craft us the perfect roleplay right now?
No.
If you were a jar comment, let's roleplay as jar commenters, and we've got to
Come up with
we
roleplays.
gotta suggest roleplays, and then we've got to do every single roleplay as well.
I can't do that. I can't think of anything right now.
Alex, Ralph, or
James has got to be a piece of spaghetti being placed into a bowl, and Jim's a meatball.
And you
Go.
Two, and you're
wait, is this like food fight or?
you
Like,
two are sentient. Are they sentient?
Yeah, Jim, you're the dog from Food Fight.
no, not
Dex Dog Detective.
No, I didn't mean. I meant Sausage Party.
Oh. They are one and the same.
Oh
Who's-
fuck! Oh fuck me! Fuck! I'm a meatball. What a fucking
Isn't
great
Seth
day,
Rogen
fuck.
the one behind Sausage
James,
Party?
you're not being a very good spaghetti.
No, I'm asking a question about a really fucking awful movie.
Which?
Seth
Seth Ro-
Rogen.
What about him?
He's the one from. He's a Sausage
Yeah,
Party.
he's
Yeah.
the sausage.
Okay.
He's the sausage.
That's enough
from
reason for me
Sausage.
to just hate it.
Oh,
Max can't squeeze too.
let me help him.
Fucking idiot.
We haven't moved on to any subject so far. We're just
Yeah, because we're doing the Sausage Party Let's Play.
I don't like Sausage Party. I think it's the fucking worst thing.
You haven't even seen it.
I don't want to. It's fucking
I don't want it.
shit.
You take it.
I mean, it's not the best. It's
That
just
is
really
some-
unfunny.
Baywatch is
Get those
fucking
feet
better.
away from me.
Ruben,
Disgusting.
Ruben loves feet. What? You love feet, James?
But I highly doubt Baywatch is better than Food Fight.
I've watched Baywatch the other day.
Yeah, I know.
Max.
I know. We saw
It's
your
fucking
tweet.
dreadful.
Max, sit
Yeah,
down.
we saw your tweet, you fucking idiot. Stop repeating what
Oh,
you've
I didn't know
already
you
said.
followed me on Twitter.
We all follow you
Good
on
boy.
Twitter. We follow each other.
You never reply to my tweets.
The last time I replied to your tweet, I called you an alt-white scum and you should die.
I don't remember what I
Came like
last
my
said.
second most liked tweet ever. It's fucking depressing. Not
You
the
just
fact-
know the kinds of things the internet will rally behind. The most obvious joke possible.
No, it's
and
just anyone who's famous. It's just how you do it. Just to comment on someone famous's video and you just become famous. And then you can make money off YouTube. How many people, how many YouTube channels have actually done that and have become a thing?
Alex is one of them.
Alex isn't one of them, but I'm not. This isn't about fucking Jar. I'm
He
not
is. He
insulting
commented
Jar,
on
I'm not
iDubbbz.
low-key.
And then iDubbbz went huge.
I love that there's like trapdoor dog. Where's Gowless? Oh,
probably
James,
just-
he's probably.
He's probably
He's
licking
probably
up
dead.
all the fucking bowls.
Nah, he's probably
Because he has
laying down
his,
there.
his fucking dinner time.
Oh, Argy's
was
got
3
blood in
hours
his mouth.
ago.
Argy's got blood in his mouth. I think that Gaius might be dead.
No, Igi can fucking hurt Gaius.
I reckon he could.
He can. His
Imagine a
mouth's
savage
smaller,
feral
his
corgi.
legs are smaller, his body's bigger. Gaius has got the agility, the strength.
But he's a
the
little
height.
weak puppy, whereas Argy is pure
No,
strength.
but puppies are more.
He's a little
whole.
torpedo. Look at him. Look at that little torpedo. He's a little fox
Can we
torpedo.
please do the spaghetti and meatball?
No,
No.
Alex. So the first subject is
I was
get
trying.
something off Reddit.
I was trying.
Yeah, you're doing. I'm a fucking meatball. This
Maybe
is what
we
a
should
fucking,
talk about
fucking
why
good fucking
our
day this is
generation
fucking
is
today.
addicted to
Ruben,
phones.
Ruben and Jim do the
Is Ruben a
spaghetti and
spaghetti now?
meatball.
Oh, I'm
Wow,
I'm a
fuck.
spaghetti.
You look like a
Ah,
fucking
shit.
spaghetti.
Shit, I'm a spaghetti.
I'm a fucking
Ah,
meatball.
shit.
What a fucking day.
Shit.
Fuck.
Wait,
Man,
am
I
the
fucking
only
hate
strand-
Jesus
Am I
Christ.
the only bit of spaghetti
Yeah.
in the bowl? I'm just
Yes.
one bit of spaghetti and a meatball.
Wow, this dude must have
Are we
fucking
gonna be being
eating
eaten?
disorders.
Ready?
Yeah, this guy
Shit.
must be eating only protein.
Watch this spanner be thrown into the works. Hey, I'm celery. Wait.
Oh,
shit,
celery,
hey,
celery,
fucking
celery,
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 shit,
celery,
let's
what are
go
you
shit
doing?
on Jesus Christ and stuff.
Celery,
and the
yeah, yeah,
Bible.
I fucking hate
Bible
religion and stuff.
Justin
Oh, don't get me started on those goddamn Republicans. Oh, I hate
Man.
those right-wing politicians so
Jews
much.
and Muslims really shouldn't fight.
What?
Where's James Franco?
That's like a thing in the movie. There's a... Is it...
Free Palestine.
It's
What?
a Muslim tortilla
Okay.
and a Jewish bagel.
Yeah.
Voiced by
pronounced
Edward
bagel.
Norton.
Are you singing there, Ronald?
No, that's you.
Oh yeah. What are you singing there,
Ralph.
Ralph?
That's not me either.
What are you singing there,
Rex.
Rex?
I'm not Rex. This is our worst cast to date. Alex, you've got the iPad. I'll go on my phone and find subjects if you're
No,
not going to
James
do it.
has a really good subject. He told us about it.
I'm going on my phone and getting the
Do you
fucking
have a subject?
subjects.
No, I've got them
What's
on
the
here, but we do
subject?
the ones we bring first.
Is it the fact
I
that my
didn't bring
sister thinks I'm
shit.
gay?
All we've done today is move around a load of desks and shit.
Which was a fucking waste of time.
No,
but
it
today,
wasn't. Look how much better this is.
Yeah,
how much
but we
space
did it
we've
at
got.
fucking 7 o'clock. It's a bit like, why don't you just do this?
Alex
Like,
didn't even get back till like 7 o'clock, so...
we fucked up. We could have just done this like.
No, we didn't fuck
any
it
other
up.
time.
What you mean is you brought your dog.
Yes, I brought my dog because otherwise he's gonna stay in my house and fucking fuck the female dog in my house at the moment because he's just sexually charged. He's
He
getting
has no
out.
balls though.
He's still doing it. He's still trying, and apparently my dad's referring to his cock as big. So I don't know.
He's got no balls.
But he's got a
Does
dick.
he not have balls?
No, they're taken up.
Already?
Yeah.
He's 3 and he's already had them taken off.
Do you think that's
3 months.
immoral?
What, to take the balls off a little
He's
bit?
not
He
even on
never
the
tries to
fucking
hump
chair.
anything. I think,
Argy's never tried to hump
yeah,
anything.
I think he made him so
Don't
submissive
fucking
though as a
look
dog.
at him.
that he
He's a
doesn't hump
fucking
anything.
retard.
I think that's why.
Jim.
Let's
Hi
give
there,
all the dogs
doggy.
like names.
They have
They
names.
have
He's Gaius.
That's
No, like,
Max and
the
that's
great-
Archie.
You know, like in
Great,
Lord of the
these
Rings,
guys
like
are great.
Gimli is Gimli. You know,
Oh yeah,
Gimli of man.
yeah.
Like Gaius of Cast Ruiner, Argy of
Shit. Shitty
Poo
ass.
Eater,
Yeah.
and Max of
No, his
Jowl.
Max of
Alexander
Jowl.
Destroyer.
Max of many
There you go.
jowls. There we go.
Boom. Alexander Destroyer. Because
Alexander
Julius Caesar
Destroyer.
burned down the Library of Alexandria. And he's called Gaius Kaiser.
I'm so
Kaiser.
confused.
Yes.
Whatever. Can we just please
Yeah,
start a
come on.
subject on there?
No, Jim, you got your really good.
I've not
But you
got
were like,
anything to
me and
talk
Jim
about.
have subject.
Yeah, so we talk about them
Jane.
because
Do you
I don't
remember
have
Jim?
one.
Kinda.
I asked
I was
you
like-
to remember it.
Jim, I took this really funny picture earlier.
You've got to show that on screen.
Yeah,
otherwise-
I'll put it up on the screen at this bit. James,
I saw it. I don't find it funny.
you smiled, you fucking
I'm
asshole.
not, that doesn't mean I'm laughing.
James.
Yes,
That
it
doesn't mean I
does.
find it funny.
James, you know the secret jar project we can't talk about.
Yeah.
Do you find that funny?
No,
It's funny though.
it's not funny.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
I don't find it funny.
Okay, my subject today. Alex was like, "Ruben, something happened to your orange juice." What? Yeah, something happened to your orange juice. I thought someone had drank all my orange juice, which I wasn't really very happy about. I was probably going to kill someone, but then Alex keeps having like, no, seriously, I can't describe it. You've got to come look. Look at what's happened to your orange juice. I'm like, okay, I'll go look what's happened. So I go into the fridge, and Alex has drawn on everything in the fridge, pretty much. He's drawn a face or written something on it. So my orange juice, he drew just on the lid, just a screaming man. And then the milk was funny. What was it? Funny
edition or something.
Funny edition.
Are you going to put them on the screen?
I will. I'll take a picture of every.
I can do I can do noises for each one.
Behind. He's not going to do anything bad.
Look, for each noise, put one on screen, Ruben.
What motivated you to do that?
All right, I know what that was.
It's the minions. That's all it is. It's just minion.
Yeah, Alex, your humour is very minion exterior.
Jim, sing it.
What? Oh, come gather round, minions. Come gather round, Gru.
Come gather round, minions. Come gather round, Gru.
Kill him.
Oh, you tablet time.
Right after the Minion and Gru line.
So, yeah.
Can we make meningitis
That's
a
just-
jar meme?
That's just something. I don't know if we can do that. I think that might be a step too far.
Can we do
Yeah, because
what?
people can actually like fucking die, man. Like,
Yeah.
No, but I mean the joke is that Argy like actually has it.
The fuck has he got? He's got that.
What is that?
hat.
He's got
the
the hat.
hats out the drawer.
Thanks, Max.
You big fucking idiot. You're such a giant moron.
No. Ruben, what's your subject? Jim, what's your subject?
Your subject is the same one, isn't it? You have this subject you've been talking about.
No, I was
Ron
just
and Jim
talking to Alex earlier when we were having coffee about
Was it coffee and cars? Oh.
Shut up, James. I want to hear the subject so we can all go home
about
and eat.
I was talking about an album that
No,
I was talking about an album that I recently listened to and how I really liked it, but the reason I hadn't listened to it up to that point was because a bunch of reviews gave it like 3 out of 5 stars. So I was thinking like,
Which album was it?
The Division Bell.
Yeah.
And I was like, alright, it can't be that good. And then I listened to it and I was like, holy shit, this is actually really good. Why is it like been fucking slammed like this? I mean, like, and it's just the same for like all music reviews. Like you can't go with movies. You can go by what people say the majority of the time. With books and whatever, like
There are certain things that I just know, like I will hate that. I know I will hate that because I hate their sound, and it's been given a really bad review, and I know I'll hate it. So there's not much.
But like a 20-year-old album, and then you look up reviews and like,
just chill. Go and chill.
You gonna finish that thought or just be a little funny?
I forgot what I was saying.
20-year-old albums.
My hand really fucking hurts. Yeah, because obviously shit was different back then. And I feel like context really matters to an album.
Even in here. Just
What if it's like the
just be a
Yummy
cute
Gummy
guy,
Bear
lay down.
soundtrack or whatever?
Well,
You know, I am a gummy bear. I shave my pubic hair.
Nothing.
what do you mean?
I wax it.
The reason nobody likes it is because like there's just no thought put into it. The context of the album is that it was like whatever, let's just like we made a funny fucking YouTube video, got like 1 million views. Let's make some more money.
Yeah, let's make a podcast.
Much like some
For
random
15
Drake
album.
album or some random other where it's just like cash grab and it sounds like it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But also, but at the same
But
time,
there are usually always themes, but they're shallow and underdeveloped.
yeah.
It's his pause.
But I mean, like, if you know the context of an album, and then listen to like a certain song about a certain thing, not only do the lyrics portray what the song is about, but like the actual instrumental does as well.
Because the Division Bell is the one following Roger Waters' departure, right?
There was one after he left, then
Right.
then the Division Bell.
They just didn't talk about
that
him
was their
until the
last
Division-
ever album.
Well, the Division Bell.
Mm-hmm. But do you know what I mean? Like it's really hard to go by music reviews.
Do you
I don't go
listen
for
to
any music reviews at all.
I just listen to a song and be like, I like that. I don't fucking care.
like
what
I'm a
people
James on this one.
when Anthony Fantano gives an album by Post Malone or something, who I don't really like a 2 out of 10. I don't like his music anyway. Everyone likes him, but I don't like his music very much. A 2 out of 10, I'm just like, I know I wouldn't have liked that album anyway. I was never going to listen to it, and I'm not into it because I don't really like what I've heard of him. Like, yeah, there's certain ones where if like a reviewer I trust, and like I don't really, and they'd give like an artist who I never was interested in from what I know, not at all. Like, no, forget it.
Funny,
but
No,
like,
I'm not into it, probably. And then I'm trying to think of an example of if I listened to Fantano and he gave an album that I like more than he likes it, and I didn't listen to it because he snubbed it. What is he? Oh. He's gotten his like thing stuck on, and he got caught there.
Oh, you donut.
Because like some people view like a 6 out of 10 as a bad score.
well, but that's like a whole different.
Yeah, I
argument.
know.
But
I was
I'm
just
talking
gonna,
about
yeah.
like.
But like, imagine if I'd listened to him and he gave the Far Field a 6 out of 10,
Mhm.
Future Islands album, then I may not have listened to it if I was one of those people that thinks a 6 out of 10 is a bad
Yeah,
score. I'm not one of those people.
But I'd already.
I feel
listened
like
to
the
other
number
ones,
thing
so-
really actually hurts Fantano. Because whenever
Yeah.
I see anyone talk about Fantano, it's always just numbers.
Well, that's the case with like every number review, but that's like a completely different topic.
The trouble is, it's like if the problem is, if people actually listen to what he says and then have his number at the end, it's like, okay, because he says I'm feeling this, and I was listening to him talk about something, and he was saying, you know, like, you go with your gut. Usually, is the best. You go with your gut. Whatever your gut feeling is about the album, it's usually right. Like in terms of what you feel, anyway. If your gut's telling you, I'm feeling this, you're probably feeling that.
Yeah, but like it's one person, you know, who's lived a certain life and liked certain things, and that taste might not necessarily line up with yours.
No, because he gives like, you know, he might give a 10 to an album I really don't like, some weird noise rock stuff that I'm just like, I cannot listen to this. But other times, the tastes overlap, and that's when you can tell if it's like something like it's more accessible than that. I'm like, I can probably get down to that.
The only important thing is that I have been blocked on Twitter, so yeah.
You blocked Fantano.
Yeah, he posted shit memes, just like, just fuck off.
Why did you could just
If I
not
see
follow
something
him?
really shit on my feed, I just block the user. I have a really long block list at this time. If I see like an advert that's annoying, I just block. The
You know, I
account.
blocked J.K. Rowling.
Oh yeah, who hasn't?
She sucks.
She's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Why would you block her though?
so I don't have to see her stuff.
I
ever.
like seeing these like wrong
I
people.
And I
Anyway.
thought it was funny one day, and like I was like, oh, I'm gonna block J.K. Rowling, and then I did, and I was like, ah.
The only thing I
That
blocked
was
are
that.
those porn accounts.
Yeah, I always block
'Cause
those.
it's just
So
spam.
it's always one post by you that gets them. So when you were applying to jobs in that video, all the time there's always a fucking porn bot liking.
Oh, I don't ever.
I block every single one. And then
I only
just
block them when
fucking
they like
bot that,
like quote one of my tweets or reply to me, whatever. That's
I've
when
only
I block
seen,
them.
I've only been
If they
quoted
like
once.
one of like a tweet and I've been tagged in whatever, I can't be bothered because you just.
I block.
Jim, you were saying the thing about the numbers or whatever is a different argument, but it's not really, because you started it by saying they got 3 out of 5 stars, which is, you know, 6 out of 10.
No, I know, but
It was a sub
No,
thing.
my-
It was
my-
like it's 4
my
different
point is that
directions.
this person like, if it were a movie and all these reviews were like 3 out of 10 or 3 out of 5, then you sort of know how that movie's going to be. With an album, like I don't know if they reviewed it badly because Roger Waters was gone or something, but like
It would have been something at the time that we'd have to read way more into about what was.
Yeah.
They were actually writing about it and stuff.
But it's just like the music out of all the media is like way more subjective.
Yeah, I think that's what the question we decided on was, wasn't it?
But
Like,
I can't.
is music more subjective than the others?
I feel like it is because
Because then,
like,
like, okay, the general audience though, who just loves some, like just stuff that I'm like, that is absolute shite in terms of films.
but people are often way more like withheld to talk about the music they're into because it's way more personal than the movies you like.
Yeah.
Or books you.
Or
like,
sometimes
video
their
games you
music
like.
taste isn't that much of a big deal to them in terms of they just
Yeah,
I listen to
that
whatever's on
as
the
well,
fucking
but,
charts.
No, I mean, me personally, with someone I don't know very well, I withhold and telling.
I find it. I just find it
music
difficult to answer anyway because I don't know where to start with it. I'm like,
Yeah,
because
I
you're trying
don't-
to
I
think
don't
what
like the
might they
question-
know and what I'm like,
I don't like the question, what kind of music are you into?
Yeah, I hate that question.
just ask
Because,
me,
like,
give a
if-
few bands that you listen to at the moment, and I'll be like, oh, all right. Give a few. I've kind of got like a stock answer I go to. I just name a few from a few genres, and there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
and they won't know any of them apart from like the names that are like really popular. And I said, well, that was like an utterly pointless exercise because you don't know some of these people, so I don't know
Yeah.
what.
Pointless small
And then,
talk.
but then I don't know how
Yeah.
to describe genres because it's like, well, now I'm gonna assume you won't know what I'm fucking talking about. Some of it, you won't be. I don't know.
Genres are actually really confusing when it comes to music.
It gets pretty ridiculous.
It gets like really deep.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it with movies. It's really confusing as well. Like my example was horror movies. Like, are certain films horror movies? Like, I don't know if any of you have seen the movie like Room, about the
Oh, right.
woman
No
who-
kid.
and her kid who are just trapped in a room, and it's like a baby that she didn't choose to have. That's like horrific, but it's not like a horror movie. And then
I don't.
Well, the thing
It's
is,
not a
you
horror
start
movie.
having to put other words on the front of it to make it like, well, like you call it. People have the psychological horror, this
Mhm.
horror, that horror, slasher horror.
but like it's just things like that where
Because usually, like, music isn't one genre.
like is Alien Covenant a horror movie?
It has horror themes, so horror would be one of its genres you could
Yeah.
describe, and you'd call it like an action something horror film. If you give like 3 or 4, and it's there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good picture of all the themes.
There was another one. What was it? Fucking this movie called Hush. You mentioned meningitis. It's about a woman who has meningitis when she's like 11 and goes deaf. And it's like a house invasion movie, but the main character is deaf.
Like the,
And, it's
the
like a
opposite of
murderer.
Don't Breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, yeah. Yeah, like,
Is it on Netflix?
yeah, it is.
Is it good?
It's alright. It's got some good
Ow.
shots in it.
Fuck.
It's
People
not hateable.
Because people always group in Saw with horror, and that's not something. It's just like, well, it's
That's the
just
thing,
fucking
it's like-
gory, I guess. But it's not like scary at any point. It's just horrid. I suppose it's horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
where the words derive
what does
from.
horror actually mean? It's such a diverse term because horror
Well,
is quite a subjective term because things like fucking arachnophobia might not be
Mhm.
scary to somebody
Yeah.
if they
Well,
don't give a
that's-
fuck.
I
about
can
spiders.
appreciate like what certain things I'm not scared of being scared. I get it.
But then, like, I would
Fine.
never.
A lot of genres are like that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just using horror as the example
Yeah.
to prove my point. Like, I don't think anything about fucking Alien Covenant is scary.
No, but like,
I suppose the problem is the property of it. It's derived from something that
Yeah.
was
no,
horror.
but you
so
know,
people
like the
just put
scene
an
with the
impression onto
shower.
it.
That's clearly filmed to be
A horror scene.
a horror scene. Like, it may
'cause
not
it's
be
just
s-
a remake of another scene from Alien.
It's not meant. I mean, it's not scary to you, but it's still horror tropes. You know.
But it's like a slasher movie, and our slasher movies more horror or like thrillers. Because Hush was like about a murderer person. Is that a horror movie or is that just a thriller?
Sorry, I just noticed him wearing a wig and a hat as you said this.
Yeah, baby. It would help if I knew that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, another
But-
example.
Was it-
Clockwork Orange.
I haven't seen that
Fucking
movie.
damn
Either.
it.
Well, like the Aliens
Yeah,
and Alien. Like Alien is obviously a horror.
yeah. But I think,
you think Alien?
Aliens is quite
Aliens,
a
sorry.
good horror movie as well, though. The first hour is like a suspense horror movie.
I
People
haven't seen
you
it, so-
apply like the label horror to anything where it's like. Well, I suppose it's because the alien is such a horrible fucking thing.
Do you think Don't
Suppose
Breathe
that's-
is a horror movie?
Well, that's the thing.
Because that's again more of a thriller.
Yeah,
But people then also, they might call it a psychological horror.
it's marketed as a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I haven't seen it yet, so
I recommend it.
yeah. No.
I think horror like
get on with it really.
has all the subgenres, doesn't it? Like slasher movies, ghost stories, and all that creature monster movies, that kind of shit.
Mhm.
And I guess it's the same with just music and every other genre. Because you have overlaps like Shaun of the Dead being is Shaun of the Dead a horror movie?
No, it's a comedy.
Well, it's a horror comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about the scenes where people are being eaten alive by zombies?
Well, that's
But not played for comedic effect. Like, there's that character towards the end who's like ripped in half, and it's not played for laughs at all.
mhm.
Like, that's a horror scene, right?
It is a horror comedy.
Yeah.
It's like it's just
What's he
like
doing?
a silly English take on like a zombie outbreak.
Yeah.
Obviously, things can be more than one genre,
Yeah.
but nailing them
But it's
down
like
to this one
people seem to
genre
be
is
quite specific about what. I've had conversations with people before where it's like, oh, that's not a horror movie. Like, I remember having a debate with someone if Prometheus is a horror movie. And in my opinion, it is.
Yeah, I think it is.
yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, there's loads of horror shit going on in that.
The scene in the pod, the scene with the fucking snake thing.
Yeah.
The scene
Just
where she
everything,
gets crushed
everything.
by
The way they build the film,
spaceship.
up, the way
Yeah.
they build, the way everything's paced. It's like
Yeah.
a horror film. I'm
It's really
guessing
scary
someone
how
tries to
it's
suggest it's
outlandish
actually an
shit.
action film. Right?
It's really hard
It's
to
an action
like
thriller.
take a review one way when it's like so hard to when people have a different opinion on what the genre of the movie even
Yeah.
is.
I think the point is,
These are the kinds of things that the person has to like specify from the outset. Really.
Yeah.
Like what this film is it? This.
well, that's the thing where it's like,
If you know, and you can say, you said Get Out is marketed as a horror film. You could literally say it in your review. Get Out is a film that marketed as this, but it's this really, you cunts. They wouldn't.
Like, I was never scared.
But
In Get Out,
yeah. No, sorry, I was mixed up with The other one.
Prometheus,
not Prometheus, the other one we're talking about, the one with the
Don't
blind guy.
Breathe.
Yeah.
No, I was never scared, but I mean, like, scenes can be tense.
Mhm.
I feel like horror is like when often in movies it's marketed as a horror when the main characters are at a massive
yeah, I
disadvantage.
was gonna
Like,
say
I know,
people
like-
like misapply like tension to horror all the time. Like just
Yeah.
intense. It isn't necessarily a fucking
Because
horror thing.
Green Room, like the characters,
That was one of them.
they
Is that a horror movie?
they're at a disadvantage throughout the whole movie.
I never looked at it and thought it was a horror film. I just thought this is going to be a really horror, like a intense thriller.
But then, like, what's the difference between that?
But the problem
And-
is there's so much overlap. So you could say there are some horror themes,
I don't think
some
you're scared.
aspects of it.
I don't think you're meant to be scared.
Does
in,
I mean, does
you're meant
horror?
to be tense and you're meant to be
Does
thrilled.
horror always have to be? Does it have to be scared all the time as well? Does horror?
And then
have
what
to
about, like,
I think that's the aim of horror.
Be, yeah.
Like,
to make you scared through tension?
Sorry, it's funny the way he inspected the practically dead Argy.
Oh, he's a baby. What about, like, the Saving Private Ryan?
No.
The gore in it, and people. That means the cameras. Fuck off! It's not even the same thing. Shut up.
Oh. Do you know what I mean? Like, the beginning of Saving Private Ryan is, like, horrific.
But it's not
it
scary.
is horrific.
It's just
But yeah, it's
spectacle.
But then
It's
Saw's
just
not
like,
scary.
wow,
Is
that
Saw a
actually
horror
happened.
movie? Like, I'm gonna look on IMDb and see if Saw is, like, listed as horror.
My opinion of this always, your life
But again,
is better
being
if you don't
scared
look at
is
reviews.
subjective. I'm scared of spiders. You're not.
Yeah, Saw is listed as a horror mystery thriller.
I don't think it's horror at all.
But let's-
I'd give it
let's see
mystery
what,
thriller. I'd give it that.
Yeah.
100%. Horror would be the last thing I'd attribute to it.
Not
sorry.
the last. It's not an action movie.
Well, no, I mean the last is in the last out of the things that I would give it. That would be the one on the end of my
Oh,
list.
right,
Where I'm
yeah.
like,
And
it's
the
a
only
mystery
two
thriller
tags
horror.
that like Saving Private Ryan has is drama and war. Because obviously it's not going to be marketed as a horror movie.
I suppose
Is it just down to marketing?
Then there's also a certain level of, you've got to look at whatever classification it's been given as well to know what kind. Like if someone's
Yeah.
18, you're like, I know someone's going to get fucking ripped in half or whatever. Someone's going to something gross happen,
Yeah.
or there's going to be a dick or a pussy. Now the camera is probably gone. If it isn't, I'm just going to stand up there and wait for it.
Tearing me apart. Don't give him the peg. Babies are so adorable. This is the most dogs in the world. In one place at one time. I've never done the clap
clapped.
before, I don't think.
No. Haven't you leaned in front and done it once, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe back in the flat.
James, don't peg
James,
your dog.
he's going to get the peg.
We did get
James,
the
stop
peg.
pegging your dog.
I think I find it... Nah.
I can't-
What?
I don't know. I was going to say I think I find it easier to identify like genres in music than I do film, but then I was like, nah, I think I have just about... I'm pretty good at it now, I think. Trying to, defining what genres, or just listing a few things, like I say, it's a bit this, a bit
Ultimately, like, does it even matter?
that. Probably not. No.
I think it is just a marketing thing.
Yeah, I was going to say,
'Cause,
it's
like,
just marketing.
A film is made, and then it has to be sold as a product. The people in the the boardroom are like, so what is this? Okay, let's take Alien Covenant, for example. How's that marketed? Kind of like an action horror movie. Because everyone knows Alien, it's
And
spooky.
that's pretty much what I'd call it. I'd be like, yeah, I guess it's an action horror.
Well, they were trying to do like Aliens kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But failed miserably. Jim, do your conclusion, little dibby labby doo. There he is. My name is Archie the Corge.
Fuck off.
That was meant to be on there, but I didn't do it.
I mean, we drifted so far away from the original
No, we didn't.
subject.
No, you didn't. We're now talking about genres.
Well, I mean, I wasn't here, so what's the fucking point?
Yeah, because you just walked off.
Yeah, you just walked off.
I needed to piss out of my fucking urethra.
It's your fucking fault,
Yeah,
mate.
it's your fucking fault.
Not your urethra. God.
Jim.
What?
Nah.
You gonna end your topic or what?
Yeah, have you got...
I don't know where you guys
Where
were.
did we
They'll
got,
talk
we
about,
got to just talk about genres still, and basically it's just a thing they use for marketing more than anything else. Doesn't even matter that much. It's more just for marketing that it's...
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Genres don't matter.
No, they don't at all.
No.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Idiot.
Fuck off.
I mean...
I don't
hang on,
understand
wait,
why.
No, that's fine.
I don't understand why some people like
Something I just heard someone outside. I
just choose one genre.
I thought we
it's
might-
the
we
one
might-
thing.
Well, because
yeah.
if you watch a specific show and you really liked it, you'd be like, I want to watch something like that. I want to watch something similar, maybe different. I have that. I've had that multiple times.
I watched a movie yesterday.
Well, is there loads of
What was
things
it?
of in
called
genres?
Circle.
They just suck though. Like
It's on Netflix.
Wait.
It's about a bunch of people are stood up in a room and they all wake up. First of all, it's like pretty stupid because they're all stood up like asleep. And then like every 1 minute someone gets zapped by a laser. And then it turns
Is it this one?
yeah. I just sat and watched it. It's like an hour and 20 minutes long. It was
Is it worth me watching it without knowing the silly twist, like whatever it is? 'Cause
It's not. There's not. Well, I'm gonna. The whole movie.
It's a horror, Jim.
Is it?
Drama, horror, mystery.
Because it was the least scary thing I think I've ever watched. Like, it's more about like race relations than anything. Because like the black dudes in the circle feel like they're gonna be voted against to be killed by all the white dudes.
Oh no!
Not
yes,
again.
Gaius, eat moth. Where is
It's
it?
up there. You could lift him up and a guy else could eat
Like,
it.
It was recommended to me because
Oh,
I'd
we need to
watched
see it,
some
though.
other horror movie.
Shall I kill it so he can chow down? Oh god
It's
damn it!
huge.
Yes, he's spotted it.
Take him to it, James. Take your beast to wherever it is now. Wait, where is it?
It's there on the phone.
What horror movie had you watched?
I
to
can't
make
remember,
you-
but it was something like proper horror, good shit, and then Circle was recommended to me. And I read the description and I thought that might be quite fun.
I mean, it was. I'm guessing just really stupid.
Well, I mean, the first massive mistake that they made is it's like a G, whatever that means. G for gay. I fucking know. But
Chief for
when
everyone.
these people get zapped every minute, they just fall over, and then they get dragged off by like a magic thing.
No.
Is it aliens?
Yeah,
it
it's
should
aliens.
explode really ridiculous.
Is it actually aliens?
Yeah.
I guessed it.
The thing is, like,
aliens are angels.
like
remember?
15
Those are
minutes into
rules.
the movie,
Do
they're
you see the
like-
aliens?
at the end,
So they look
the
awful.
survivor, who I won't spoil for you because I want you to watch this movie. It's fucking great. He wakes up and the
Oh, it's a man, of course, not a woman.
He's wakes up in the storm drain of Los Angeles. I almost said Los Santos. And walks up, and there's just a bunch of people looking at loads of flying saucers. Then it ends.
Sounds good.
It's actually really good.
James, don't bite that.
James.
You'll ruin that really fast.
He didn't try to bite it. He got his mouth stuck on the.
Nope, he went for it. I was watching him.
Yeah.
It's on
He took his
camera.
mouth away from it.
James, stop making excuses for your goddamn savage.
Oh, he did. Did you
Look at
not
him.
see it?
Look at him.
I know he's being.
Let's
'Cause he hasn't
let's
slept
go
at
through the
all
Reddit
today.
comments then.
I love that James is bullied by his dog.
I'm not bullied by him.
r/jar media.
What do you expect to do?
What, Jar Media?
He's going home anyway.
r/jar media.
Oh.
Spunking in a Lobster says, if you could decimate any animal to act just like a dog, what animal would you pick?
Decimate.
That
Surely
one.
did they spell domesticate wrong? Or did you just read it wrong?
What's your answer, boys?
No, Alex, come on, answer my question first. Did they spell it wrong or did you read it wrong? I'm not even going to tell anyone.
What? Tell me.
No, I'll tell you after, Jim. Actually, I'll just do this.
What would be a really funny animal to have being all dog-like? But I'd want it to change some of its, like... Let's say you, like, decimated a lion. But, like, I'd want it to still, like, do some lion things.
Yeah.
And not just be, like...
A lion is such an obvious answer.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, for example, but what I think of my
Can
animal.
I choose, like, inanimate objects?
No, they said
No.
animals.
Does it
You
have
can't
to be
break
an
the
animal
boundaries
alive?
of the fucking Reddit questions.
Yeah.
Then they might as well not ask questions, Alex.
You may
Jesus
as well start
Christ.
just making up questions, Alex, and pretending that a person asked them.
No, I've got.
What was the
Nick, 'cause
question I asked for that, Jail Blab?
I'm out.
What do you mean you're out?
I'm getting picked up now.
Okay.
I'm out. I got hurt on.
At least scream into the mic. On those levels.
Oh my god, one of our neighbours will have heard that and thought, like...
Thought it's a horror movie.
yeah, that someone's dead.
Wow, good full circle there, Alex.
You know, the police have already been phoned.
Here you go, the boo-boo. No. I needed that.
Anyway, what was the question? Decimate animals.
Decimus from Halo Wars 2.
I wouldn't mind, like, a decimated Decimus.
Bye.
See you, James.
I hate moths. See ya.
Okay, let's
Another one.
Let's go through every animal and have a discussion.
I'd want like
I'd like a shrimp. Oh, my hair's all caught on my mic.
I'm just thinking what would be the most useful animal to have around to, like, get to kill people.
A bear.
Get a
I was
bear.
thinking a bear, but
Yeah.
like, how much would it cost for food and stuff?
It would be so
have to get
expensive.
quite a lot
Buy
of,
like
like,
a fucking
fish.
human.
Right, because they
They love
Sa-
salmon.
yeah, they love salmon.
Salmon's expensive as fuck, bro.
How hot is your head right now?
Not hot at all. I don't sweat really. There's nothing.
Oh, fuck off, Alex.
Yeah, but you must, like, sweat doesn't mean hot. Like, you could just be hot.
It's not.
And
You
not
could
sweat.
feel it. It's just warm. It's gone now. It's already cooled down.
I'd want a human. A human dog.
You just want a human slave.
Yeah. But like a Planet of the Apes human. Abba. I love Abba. Alex projecting right there.
I didn't listen to ABBA.
I don't like ABBA.
Ruben doesn't.
That's me, Ruben, yeah. Ruben doesn't like ABBA.
I already said my answer. Give yours.
I said mine. I said ABBA. I want that.
Alex
ABBA from
wants ABBA from Indiana Jones. Ruben,
I've got a good
Yeah.
answer.
what's your answer?
What about
What?
a
What was the
minion
question
from
anyway?
Guru or whatever it's called?
What was the fucking question? Oh, we're domesticating animals still.
Decimating.
Whatever.
We've stayed on this one for way too long.
Yeah, let's move on. Fuck it.
James left his popcorn.
Why did he put the peg in this bag?
Is there popcorn in it?
Yeah, there is. There's loads.
Give me.
Should I see if it's like really gross?
Well, I
It's
wonder
not,
how
it's
fresh it
fine.
is.
I already had a bit.
Don't really like this popcorn.
It tastes of cinema seats.
Yeah.
That's what cinema
It tastes
sweet
of the
flavor is.
floor.
Yeah.
Like cinema sweet was actually a typo when they were flavors. Like
It's meant to be
right
cinema.
in the flavor in the bag. Right in the flavor in the bag. It's actually meant to be cinema seat, like Jim said.
Cinema seat.
I feel like this question is... Hi Boobas Biscuit Angel 15. Have any of you had any weird dreams that have stuck with you, or just any weird dreams recently?
I had a okay. I want to share this really shit dream I had last night or the night before. I don't remember anything from it, but my watch had a battery in it, and I was like, "Oh, whoa, got a battery in my watch." That was
It's
it.
a fucking awful dream.
That was my dream. This watch doesn't have a battery in it.
Alex?
I dreamed that I was doing a handstand over a volcano, and then the eagle came down, and it caught me before I landed in the lava.
I had a dream like a year ago where I was racing in the ship from Final Fantasy 12.
A year ago.
Yeah, before like so it is Final Fantasy 12 just isn't relevant in the slightest. But I had this thing in my head of
Final Fantasy 12 is always relevant.
but the thing is, then it turned into this thing where I was like going up a ramp, but it went back on itself,
That's
and,
pretty,
it gave me vertigo.
That's
Cause
so fucking random, Jim.
that's the only one that's like stuck with me. I can't remember.
What about the one where you're chased by a
No,
giant?
the scariest one is
Oh my god, Alex.
What?
What?
Forget it. Forget
What?
it. Just the headwear.
what?
Nothing.
We were living in Jersey, and I had this dream where there was a stairway. It was in like a mansion that went then in two different directions, and there was like a massive fly at the bottom.
Wait, I
And-
think I know of this one. I mean, you said about it before.
And we had to run across the top, and it was you, me, and Harry. And you two just ran fine, but then I had that thing where you like can't move in a dream, and you just go really slowly. So the fly saw me and started coming up the stairs, and then I woke up in a sweat, like dripping.
I used to dream
Terrifying.
about Voldemort a lot. Hibbity zappity zoo! Zoo!
Next.
I might have a more interesting dream though. My
Okay.
dreams are really bizarre. They're so based in like a thing that I'm doing at that time.
Have you
Yeah.
ever farted in a dream?
Like, I don't think so. I mean, the other day I had a weird one that was, yeah, I don't remember sharing that one actually. Spidey. Yeah, just stupid shit. Things that would annoy, like in real life, would be just like a little pain in the ass or something good. Like I got a battery in my watch, and the other one was just something that I wouldn't want to happen in a game happened to me, and it was like, oh man, and I was really pissed off about it because it was something that was really detrimental to, whatever, something I cared about, I guess, and that was all. Just really fucking stupid shit. Well, Max.
You've had a dream where you've done a poo and just not been able to wipe.
No.
No.
Have you ever done a dream where you take a piss in the dream, and then when you wake up, like you're thinking, "Oh shit, have I pissed myself because I was pissing in the dream?" And you're like,
I have actually no, I
I'm
did
good.
the other day. I had
I did
but
like
I think
last
yeah,
night because
yeah,
when I
last
woke
week.
up, I did like a 3-minute long piss.
And I had this had this other one that when you wake up and something like you've hurt yourself in a dream, you're really hurt, and you're like, oh, god damn, my neck is fucked or my arm is broken, and you wake up and you're like, oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
my arm's fine.
The
Yes.
one I love is the falling and waking up.
Yeah,
I actually love that.
I actually enjoy that a little bit. Yeah,
It's like a roller coaster. You go, "Ah!"
it's weird when you just and you come back up, but you didn't fall ever.
Is that how you wake up every morning? Hello.
I can
You
I
just
can hear
it
through the
when-
wall just Alex just going every time.
Come on, next. People supposedly really hate listening to other people's dream stories.
Yeah, I
so-
fucking hate dream
Oh,
stories.
in fucking It's Always Sunny, Dennis stops one of them and says, "I don't care about your dream." What? I'm not interested unless someone's having sex or I'm in it. I don't care. That's his.
Yeah.
I think it's Dennis, and I think it is. It must be. Someone that was in the comments corrected us on calling him a psychopath. Because at the time of us saying it, I was like, I don't think he is a psychopath. But we moved on.
Sociopath.
Yeah, but we moved on so quickly that I didn't even bother to correct us on it. But we
Talk
did.
about being pedantic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
what does it
did. We did
matter,
know he's
bitch?
a sociopath.
Mr. Cheesy Whatsits that crunch on his head 1000.
Is that actually what he's?
In your opinions,
Alex, is that actually what they're called?
yeah, look.
Is he actually called Mr. Cheesy Watson's 1000? Is he?
He's called Mr. Cheesehead 1000.
In your opinions, what's the most harmful thing a child could see on the internet?
Their sister posting cleavage pics.
Their sister being triple tag team Reed.
See, I think it'd have to be something kind of horror, something that I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it?
How about?
Because they wouldn't understand porn. They wouldn't understand it unless you explained what
Well,
it is.
it depends. What's the boundary for child
Yeah.
in this question?
Do we say that's 10 or younger?
I think you know. Do you
Primary
know what
school.
intercourse is when you're 10?
I think you have an idea of it. This being this thing.
I can't remember. How old are you in year 5?
10.
You just said that because you're fucking guessing.
Remember looking in the dictionary to read the definition of sex and sexy and all that. Just because
That's
guess-
how I found out.
yeah, I wanted to know.
Dictionary.
Yeah. And I remember I was sat at my grand's once, and there used to be this bookshelf that was around the corner of a door. So if I sat there, you technically couldn't see me, but they all would have known I was there. But I wasn't really hiding. I was just looking, and I remember my mum saying, "Ruben, what are you doing? Are you looking up naughty words?" Looking, I guess she wouldn't have considered that. She would have thought of something else as opposed to that.
Shit.
Yeah, because she doesn't care if I'm looking up the word. She wouldn't have cared if I was trying to read something about that. I was like, well, I'm trying to fucking learn, aren't I? You stupid bint. I'm gonna punch her in the face. But yeah, I remember looking up, and the definition of sexy was sexy, and it gave this is the definition. Then it gives an example, and it was they had the most sexy blue eyes. I just remember that. Remember that being what back then in 2003.
Well, racism.
That really safe, example of the
Was it
word
a really
sexy in a
badly drawn
sentence.
cartoon as well?
No, it was because it was a proper dictionary, not a kiddie dictionary. I don't remember what the point was before it though, so I don't know where I'm going with this.
Poe, Gru, or Buzz?
What?
Buzz.
What's the? Alex, that wasn't the question. What was the question?
What actually was that question?
I don't remember.
Just fucking look at Cheesehead.
Yeah, Alex, what was it? If you don't do it, I'm gonna go on my phone.
Oh,
and
the
do
most
it.
harmful thing.
Oh, I see. We started talking about sex because that was something. Oh, right.
Yeah.
I think-
It's gonna be.
I'm just gonna put a timer on my phone to see how for how long is left, so we know. Actually, do I need to do that?
Mine would
Yeah,
be
I'm going to.
that porno. E.T. being fucked.
No,
I fucking hate that video.
it's hard to.
We got 10 minutes until we hit an hour.
I reckon something like seeing other kids their age.
Being killed?
No, if if a young girl is doing revealing stuff and another young girl sees that,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna normalize it to
It's
them.
gonna make it weird, yeah.
So I think that, but I don't know, because that's only a. Well, even for boys, for boys to find that normal.
Yeah. Because you're doing harm to them by giving them the false
And
perception.
I'm not talking revealing. I just mean weird.
Twerking.
Sure, twerking. But I don't know the websites that the youth use.
I don't know.
Instagram.
The problem is I don't know. I just don't
Instagram.
know. I don't know the answer to it because
I'm not hip enough.
I know the answer.
I suppose it'd just be anything that you'd have to gauge what kind of a kid they are to know what they would find. Like, I'm just going to base on what I would have been like, what the fuck, if I saw just extreme gore and sex, anything like that. Because I just didn't really understand it. I didn't know how to process it, so I didn't like it because I didn't understand it.
What about a butt that's pooing in someone's mouth?
I would have thought that was disgusting. But when you're a kid, you just go, "Ugh," and you run off, don't you, or whatever, you don't look at it.
I agree.
Next.
Yeah, is there another one, Alex? We've got
In
10
my
minutes,
opinion, the
you can do
most
one or two.
harmful thing a child could see on the internet is Skyder's Minecraft. The early days. What's up, boys? Here for today.
You just love the Skyder's Minecraft meme, don't you?
I think it's weird because he actually follows me on Twitter now.
Full circle.
I'm not going to be pleased until the Diamond Minecart follows me there.
The moth is so huge and
Oh.
Hoggy hates it.
Sapphire's Covered in Blue says, if you died and came back as a ghost, who would you haunt and what would you do?
Should I help Argy get that moth? It's there on the side of the light. Should I lift him up to it?
Yes.
No.
No, because he won't even manage to eat it.
You just sniff it.
Yeah.
So you're going to answer that question or am I just...
Yes.
What was the question? I was too busy watching Argy.
I don't know. I'm going to get their answers.
Alex!
Do you say Matai -3?
Who would you haunt as a ghost?
Oh. Like
Spider-Man.
anybody. He's not real. Alex. The problem is, like, there's certain people.
Can't I haunt people in movies?
No, what? Like, just so someone's watching Spider-Man 2, and you haunt every copy of Spider-Man 2 at the same time. So you just haunt Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2 or
I'll
whatever.
haunt The Amazing Spider-Man and The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I don't know. Because I wouldn't want to just haunt one person. I'd want to because eventually
Yeah.
you'd both get bored of each other. Eventually they'd get so sick of your shit. They'd
I
just be
think
like, I'm just
haunting
gonna ignore
James
you.
would be funny.
He probably wouldn't react after a while at all.
Yeah.
I'd want to be able to change who I haunt. So if I had to haunt someone for a while, I'd haunt just a few people I know. I'd torment Alex for a while. But in the end, I'd just get bored and be like, yeah, it's me. And you're like, oh, hi, yeah, I'm dead.
Well, this is spooky.
Yeah, it is, because I'm dead. Oh,
Do you want me to do a challenge to bring you back to life?
please.
Hi guys, welcome to my challenge video.
Today I'm going to be resurrecting my dead
shit,
friend
no, that's a good idea.
from beyond the grave.
I'd haunt like a vlogger and get him to like share the cut with me. Because like, you know, there was that dude that
Well,
like, got
what
pulled
could you
off
do
of
though?
the-
You're a ghost. You can't buy anything. You're ethereal.
No, then I haunt like the guy working at the garage. Give him some cash, get some lemonade.
But you're dead.
You can't do anything.
You can't do anything.
Kill that bottle of lemonade for me.
So you have to kill stuff to bring it into ghost world. Surely when it goes off, when it goes past its expiry date,
Or if it's
what
drunk?
happens is it goes into your world.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
So you're just like eating people's shit and stuff.
Can we just upload a video onto Jar? It's just like Jim kills a bottle of lemonade. It's just him stabbing a bottle. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
All right, next.
Yeah, well, this is probably our last one. Where the timer is nearly at an hour. I like to keep them to like just under an hour because, like, you know, you have to upload it elsewhere, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass from the internet there and shit like that.
Also, I thought you like ghosts typically haunt like a place, not a person.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, that's the point. They haunt like a certain place.
I don't know. What about like The Grudge? I guess that is a place.
See,
that you go there.
if I was a ghost, I'd be annoyed if I could only be in one place. I'd be like, nah, I want to go somewhere else.
Yeah, it would
This
be
sucks.
like really annoying.
So I'd just be like, you know what? Fuck this planet. Just go somewhere else. Go to
What?
France. It'd be really hard to find your way back, though, wouldn't it? Imagine if you flew out into space. You'd have to then, if you wanted to come back, you'd have to try and find Earth again.
Yeah, but if you're a ghost, then why not just use space? Come on!
Yeah, Alex, come on. What's he looking at?
Last question, only I can answer. Honky. Daddy. This is an extremely odd and niche question for Alex. Was the "Oh Yeah" part of the song "Suck the Truck" from the Up Down album based on the "Oh Yeah" part of the song "Police and Thieves" from the Clash album The Clash? Thanks. No.
Is that our ending question?
Not at all.
Because I could just end the podcast on that.
Yeah. What, just me saying no?
Yeah, and it'd be really funny.
Look how fucking cute he looks.
What? With his fucking shaven shoulder and his pink ass tummy.
Yeah.
Looks gross.
You know what's cute?
Really cute.
This bear.
Oggy's so much cuter. I'm gonna go give him a squeeze.
Look at this bear. With giant paws.
I shut myself off so I don't cry at night.
Ready?